before I get into my review, and I'm being serious, just like how they say, you know, stay away from the screen and have your lights on, I suggest you go use the bathroom right now. Go use it. The video will still be up here. I suggest you go take that number 3 real quick. And if you need help, drink some cranberry juice or some prune juice to let it flow out a little bit better. And, you know, you might be on that seat for a good 10 to 15 or 30 minutes, depending on how backed up you are. And if you ate anything like a mixture of mayonnaise and hot sauce, Godspeed. So, this episode of Gintama, The Silver Soul Arc, episode 2, it was all about poop. That's it. It was all about poop. It was all about number 3. It was all about, you know, that journey you take on the toilet. And that was also how the negotiations went. And this should not shock anyone at this point. I mean, we're at the last arc, and you're expecting to see some serious stuff, and you did not expect this. And I wouldn't fault you for not expecting something like this, because we need like one last laugh before it gets down to serious business. So, in the beginning of the episode, was basically showing us like a before scene of what the actual events were going to occur later in the episode, of how everybody was talking about croquettes and Helen and Seiko, and then eventually we saw Nobunobu. Now, I know a lot of you have it against Nobunobu, and I don't blame you, because with his actions and what he did when he first appeared during, it was the Shinigami arc, he's been pretty nasty. But now he's trying to redeem himself. Of course, many of the characters are kind of iffy about his actions. And for the most part, he's only been used as a mere puppet by the Tendo Shu and those of higher up in the name of being a shogun. But he decided upon himself that he's no longer going to be anybody else's puppet. He's going to play himself as a puppet and use his title in order to negotiate with the higher-ups of the Liberation Army. And while on Earth, we have where many of the Earth's people, like, you know, the Yagu clan and Oniwamban, and then we have Tsukio's group in Yoshiwara. Everyone is going into little fractions and protecting each side of Edo as much as they can, because the Liberation Army has fallen back a little bit. But you can expect by next episode or following episode, they're going to come back full force with the intent of attacking everyone. So we have where Nobunobu had Katsura and Sakamoto act as his envoys to talk to the higher-ups in hopes that they take their fleet of men off of Earth, because, you know, if you provoke us, so-called saying that you're going to protect us or free us from the Tendo Shu, but in all actuality, they're harming us, and the fact that they're terrorizing us, we're going to fight back, because we're not going to put up with all of your ways of tormenting us. So that's the whole point of the negotiations, that they're going to have this first meeting. And so before all of that happened, we have our Kagura, and she's the reason why this whole episode is basically about, you know, number 3, because she basically put mayonnaise and hot sauce on Nobunobu's croquettes, and he ate that, and he had to end up using the restroom for 3 days straight. And within the meeting, you see him, like, you know, when you know your stomach is upsetting you, and that anguish you're feeling, and he can't walk away because Sakamoto and Katsura is not allowing him to. So you're just laughing, seeing him being troubled about, my stomach is hurting me so much, and I have to fight through this negotiation. Not only that, we got a new character by the name of Shijaku, who's an admiral of the Liberation Army, and he's well known for his fleet warfare tactics. So he comes in there, and he's trying to, you know, get into these negotiations. And Nobunobu is like this close to launching a dangerous attack. And so the way he's speaking makes it seem like he has such a powerful weapon that can decimate every single ship that's in space and blow up the whole place and kill everyone there. But actually, it's, his rear side, his bowman movements are about to do a little bit more of a nastier type of attack on everyone. So he's trying to leave from the negotiation to go use the restroom, and of course everyone is trying to stop him from doing so. And so he's squatting, and it makes it look like he's doing the disembowelment that samurais do. Instead of cutting off their heads, they do that to kill themselves. So he's doing that position, and Shijaku is admiring the fact that if he says, I'm going to use this weapon in order to end everybody, if you do not coincide with this agreement of taking your men off of Earth. And he does the same thing, and they're going hard at it. And then all you hear, my God, it sounded so nasty, all you hear is the watery sounds. It sounds like they have diarrhea. All that water, oh God, it just sounded so disgusting, and they messed themselves up. And while they did not take off the fleets off of Earth, basically they got Shijaku on their side. So it was good for a first meeting. I mean, it was just the sounds. It was too real. So even though they still have to fight the Liberation Army at the same time, that means there's going to be more negotiations going on. They have the Admiral on their side, so more than likely things may go smoother with the Liberation Army, with the higher ups from now on. But of course the fight continues on Earth. So if you saw this week's episode of Gintama Silver Soul Arc episode 2, do tell me your comments down below. Tell me how you felt about this episode, because it was too much. It was seriously too much. And just the whole point of the talk was just to use the bathroom. Like, you could have just let the man use the bathroom, and he didn't have to embarrass himself. He really didn't. Okay? So, check out the links in the description box, and also hit that like button or dislike button, depending on how you view this video, as well as the subscribe button. And I'm Kimmy Chan of Anime Legends Podcast, and I will see you guys later. Bye!